It was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Hello.
Mark Steele, please.
Speaking.
Oh, so Mark Steele is your real name, huh? That's not your fake name?
It is
Let me ask you
my
something,
real
Mark.
name. It is my real fake name.
Let me ask you, does the Lord know who Mark Steele is, or is that just your earth name?
That's my earth name.
That's
my birth name is Mark Robert.
No, just don't say it, because someone could steal your identity and get all of that Social Security money you're getting, and we don't need that for you.
I've got everything on lockdown, but I don't think I have that on lockdown. I literally have every piece of credit. Everything is on lock.
What are the last four of your Social Security? Just to compare them to mine. Just what are they? No, don't do that. Don't tell me. Jesus, I can't.
I'm never gonna pass.
You're gonna have to go back and beep
checkpoints.
that out. Just beep it so it doesn't get on the air. My God, you know what, Mark? If you get an email from somebody that says, "Hey, we're the IRS and you have to pay us now, or we're going to come over and arrest you," they're not going to do that. Are you writing this down? Did you just write that down?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did. My son's not here to protect me anymore.
Oh my God, you're such an easy Mark. Oh, that's your name. I haven't even had any.
Yes.
I haven't even had any Red Bull today. I'm kind of tired today. You caught me.
My mom and dad apparently knew that I was going to be an easy Mark.
Yeah. Well, we'll just name him Mark. Just get it out of the way. God almighty.
I know I had that one time where there was a prince in Africa that was ready to get his inheritance, but he just needed my help.
You know, I used to work with a guy who fell for that.
Actually, in real life?
$7,000 fell for it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was when that scam first came out. He just hadn't heard of it, and he was just a nice guy from North Carolina, and just a good dude. He's a pretty smart dude, but
right.
He started to realize he was had, and he comes to me and he says, "Okay, so here's what happened. This guy said that he had money for me, and he ended up sending me $10,000, which was too much. The inheritance was only $7,000, so." All I had to do was say, so he ended up, I forget how the scam even works. I'm so bad at scams. But he said the guy sent him $10,000, which was too much money. So he sent him back $7,000 because I guess $3,000 was the inheritance. And of course, by the time the bank realizes that $10,000 is fake, you've already sent your real $7,000 to him, and that's too late to ever get that back. And
yeah,
and I was like, "Why would you do that, dude?" And he's like, "I know, I'm a fucking idiot." I'm like, I mean, I understand, but you, of all people, you really fell for that. I mean, I can't believe it and billions of dollars a year goes to that industry. So,
I can only imagine. I mean, I remember when they used to come out the chain letters, and then they became emails. But it was always something. But I don't know if I'm just too. Well, I was always not really poor, but just too cheap, maybe.
I think you're too
helping
cheap.
people.
Yes. So I get all these messages on Facebook from guys. I don't know have I told you this story about what I do to some of these Nigerian princes or these Indian and Pakistani scammers who, pose as someone else on Facebook. Have I ever told you this story? What I do?
No.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I get bored and I'm just kind of in a shitty mood, which kind of makes me want to be a dick to somebody. But I fight it. So I don't want to, make anybody mad. But Every now and then somebody gets to me on Facebook, and I'll get a message from a guy in like an Air Force officer's outfit, and he'll say, and he'll have a whole profile, and I'll go look at his profile, and he'll have 75 or over 100, middle-aged, late middle-aged women in his profile. And he'll say, well, I just retired from the military and just got back from Iraq. And now, my son is grown and I'm divorced and I'm looking to get back out there and get back to dating. So every now and then I'll accept their message on Facebook and say, well, hey, sweetie, how's it going? Oh, I was just looking at your profile, and might I say, you are certainly beautiful. And I'll be like, well, tell me about yourself. Well, sometimes they're in the oil and gas industry. Sometimes they are military members. Usually it's one of the two they tend to pick. So sometimes I'll string these guys along for a couple of days if they have a lot of friends. Because I know they're scamming a bunch of other people who are not as, let's just say, not as hip to what they're doing as me. And
right.
So I'll accidentally send them a message that says, yeah, I got one on the line right now. He's using a shit VPN, and we have him triangulated to his exact location. And we've got a team of 2 on the ground right now that's going to intercept him at 0700 hours GSC. I'll just come up with all this, all this military lingo. And then the person will read it and say, what? And then I'll delete the message. And then they'll say, no, what was that? And I'll say, all right, can I ask you a question? Do you have any wife and kids there in India? What are you talking about? I'm like, look, I already know where you are. Do you have any wife and kids? And I'll have already looked up the weather there. And I'll say, because I know that the sun is going down soon or coming up or whatever time of day it is. And as soon as it does, I got a team of 2 guys who are going to grab you, and no one's ever going to see you again. I work with an organization out of London that donates computer equipment and computer monitors that have tracking devices and cameras in them. I've got your picture. I've got your location. I got your name. I know where you live. I just don't know if you have a wife or kids. I can't find that information. But if you have a wife or kids, get out of there now before this team finds you. And just get out of town for a couple of days, because they'll move on to something else. Sometimes I feel bad for what we do for people that have families. And he'll be like, no, I'm a military. I'm like, dude, I know what you're fucking doing. We've been working you for days. And then he'll say, oh, you want this big dick, don't you? And I'll be like, I assure you I do not. I'm just starting to feel a little guilty about the amount of people that we've killed lately. And then I'll eventually just copy and paste all of our text chats and send it to Facebook and hope his profile gets deleted after he blocks me. But I've probably scared 1 or 2 of these guys at a time here and there. I think maybe had them looking over their shoulders. But I doubt that I've deterred them from, being in the business that they're in. But it's fun for me, Mark. It allows me to take out a little bit of aggression on someone who doesn't matter, let's say.
I just made me surprised at just how many people actually, they really think, even if they got, who was it the other day that we saw? It was some star. The lady thought she was talking to some big star.
I don't think it was a star. It was some lady who was talking to George Clooney or somebody who was laying in a hospital bed that they photoshopped.
Yes.
Is that the one? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that too. I forget who it was though.
And oh my gosh. Yeah, it was, I remember somebody is big, and it was like, oh my gosh. And it was like tons of money she sent.
Brad Pitt. That's who it was. A French woman was duped by Brad Pitt. But fake Brad Pitt. Just they photoshopped Brad Pitt into this whole thing, and this woman fell for it. I don't know how much. What did it say? $850,000 American dollars. She lost.
That's beyond sad.
Well, she was gonna be friends with Brad Pitt. So is that worth $850K if you're French? Apparently, to some people, it is.
That's a big haul, man.
Yeah.
Do you quit after that haul, or do you continue?
I mean, I don't know. Here, I found the story on TMZ. This is from back in January.
Yeah, I remember.
Woman loses $50K in romance scam, tricked by fake pictures. And there's Photoshop pictures of Brad Pitt laying in a hospital bed, wearing the hospital gown, and they totally look Photoshopped. They don't even look good. I mean, I don't understand. So
does it say how old a lady was, or how
No, it
or where
doesn't
she
have-
was from, or
France. They were, yeah, she was in France.
okay.
Let's see. Her brush with the fake Pitt began on Facebook when the scammer first posed as the actor's mom. A month later, Pitt himself slid into her messages, sparking a whirlwind romance that included marriage proposals and pleas for her to ditch her millionaire husband. So, of course, it's not Brad Pitt. I mean, come on. Do you really think that's not something he would do? Okay,
He's
so
got
here-
that much time.
So it says she now admits there were red flags from the start. She only texted
No.
with fake Brad since he was too busy for calls. But with various romance scams on the rise, it's easy to see how many vulnerable people could fall for them. I would love to tell you the story about my ex and my ex's boyfriend and the scam that he fell for that probably cost him 6 figures.
Oh,
Yeah,
can you or no?
I mean, I don't think she's ever going to hear this. So,
Allegedly?
allegedly, what I had heard had happened. Allegedly, I don't know this to be true because I didn't hear it from either one of them. But what I had heard was some German or Dutch lingerie model who has 4.5 million followers on Instagram messaged him a while back. And
Oh yeah.
yeah. And I think this happened because he helped a girl in Europe with cancer, gave her like thousands of dollars to help with her cancer. And now he's got this smoking hot lingerie model who's coming over to the United States to marry him. So he breaks up with my ex, allegedly. And very, very upsetting to my ex, obviously, who calls me.
bet.
And I just said, "Oh, come on, that's fake." I'm like, "I'm sorry you're having a hard time." And I'm trying not to laugh, but that whole thing is fake. How much money?
He'll
did-
be back. He'll be back, but broke.
Oh yeah. Oh, here it is. So I said, how much money is it? And my ex is all mad and she said, well, it was a lot. Wouldn't tell me the number, but I found out later that it was a lot of money. And well, no, this is real because he talked to her on the phone. And so I'm sure he talked to somebody, but it wasn't her. And my daughter, internet sleuth that she is, finds her on Instagram and sends it to me. And I'm like, this smoking hot girl is coming to marry this 60-something-year-old retarded ex-convict? I don't think so. I don't know in what universe anyone believes this. And I'm like, dude, no, this is all fake. She's not, this is fake. So what happened was, and then that was when I said, has he given money to other people for, well, he helped this one girl with cancer. And I'm like, okay, so they have him classified as what they call a whale. They know that he has a lot of money and that he's very vulnerable and stupid and that they can get more money out of him. That's why they invented this profile with this French or German, whatever she was, lingerie model, who probably is a real person, but they just stole her profile. And they had some other girl call on the phone and said, well, apparently she's already on her way here from changing planes in New York. And I'm like, she's not on her way here. No one changed planes in New York. And I'm just like, I can't. And I said, look, I can't believe I'm saying this. I would like to help this guy, even though he's an idiot and you should be far, far away from him. But you should maybe, you know what? Don't tell him. Let him hang himself after what he did to you. Fuck that guy. Let your revenge be him realizing what an idiot he is. But no, of course.
Right.
It's my fault for saying something. Of course, she goes running in, swooping in. No, this is what's really happening. And of course, that's what happened. There was never any person, and there was just money out the window. And of course, they get back together again, and it's just kind of. And I just hold my head in my hands and say, so it wasn't me. I guess when we got divorced, it wasn't all me. It was.
Oh no.
There were other factors because I'm blaming myself for the last 20 years for getting divorced, and no, it's Turns out it wasn't just me. Just the amount of stupidity in the world is, and all that. I don't know if that actually happened. It may or may not have happened, but these are the stories we tell here on the phone call, the mandatory phone call of friendship. I never told you that before.
No.
How do you feel about this situation? Does that make you look at the other party differently?
No, not really.
Oh, so you thought she was stupid already? That's what it sounds like.
I'm just really surprised she's with just a few things I knew. I'm really surprised she's still there.
Just when
hanging in there.
Look, anytime you think you're stupid for falling for a scam, it happens to a whole lot more people than you think, and even people that you would think would never fall for something like that can fall for it. It happens.
Yeah. The only time I ever talk to her is occasionally if I'm at a show that she's going to go see, or vice versa. That's because she just sees a lot of concerts.
Yeah,
and that's about other than that, and then of course the mandatory happy birthday.
Oh, of course, yes. She's very active on Facebook.
But I like the fact that Facebook now has the happy birthday written for you, so you do is hit send.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yes, it's so much easier.
How long's that been going on?
I don't know. It's just like all of a sudden it was just there. I go, I don't have to fill it out anymore. Boom, send.
Oh, speaking of Facebook, breaking news from Facebook. I can't believe this. So, you know how you get these messages every now and then that here's me almost falling for a scam, or I did fall for a scam. But this happened to me today, Mark. This is breaking news. I wake up this morning and I pick up my phone, before I'm making coffee, and I read my phone. I put my glasses on because there's a bunch of messages that says, okay, you automatically paid your water bill. You automatically paid your phone bill. And I'm like, I hope there's money in my checking account. And then there's one underneath it that says Venmo. Facebook settlement has paid you $35.10. And I'm like, what? So I open up my Venmo. And sure enough, there's $35.10 from Facebook in my Venmo, real money, that I then transferred to my checking account.
Right.
And I'm like, did I apply for something with a settlement? I think I did. I think I actually got something in the mail from Facebook, and then I had to use a code in my Facebook. In the settings in my Facebook. So it wasn't just like a link, an external link. I had to go into the settings of my Facebook and enter in this code to be entered into the class action lawsuit for them selling your data. And
okay.
I just did it for the fuck of it. Because I was like, nothing's going to come of this. But what the hell? I got nothing better to do. And I think that was some time ago, like perhaps years ago. And today,
right,
I wake up with $35.10, all to myself. Tax-free. I'm a lawsuit winner, baby. I'm 1-1.
You're funny. You were 0-1 for a long time.
This is the first time I've ever won a lawsuit or been involved in any kind of class action settlement. The only other lawsuit I was involved in was against Jiffy Lube when they blew up the engine in my ex's car.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Lost.
I lost. That was a bad. So
yes.
Now, 1-1, baby. I'm thinking about suing you.
You can retire now.
I want to sue somebody else. I'm thinking of suing you just for aggravating me.
Oh.
All those years.
Under
Mark.
what grounds?
Pick one of your 12 steps, Mark. They're all available.
That's true. I guess I got nothing. I'm guilty.
Yeah. Oh, there might be 12 lawsuits now. It's all separate lawsuits. Are you admitting guilt right now? We don't have to take this to court. We can settle out of court. I would settle, but I know how much money you have.
Yeah, no.
You would really
be settling.
Yeah, I would,
in all sense of the word.
I wouldn't be getting no $35.10 out of you, would I?
No.
All right, let's take a break. And speaking of concerts, and you and my ex going to concerts, I heard something.
I'm going to concerts.
I know. I heard something funny about a concert that I would be willing to bet my last Celsius energy drink that you have interest in.
All right, let's take a break and we'll find out.
Yeah, make sure you go back and beep that shit where you gave your Social Security number to.
Yeah, I wrote that down that time.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, so you and my annoying ex both seem to have the same taste in terrible music, like Journey and
Going.
Foreigner and God, who else?
Been multiple times.
Who else? Leonard Skinner, probably.
Been to Skinner a zillion times.
So I did see on the interwebs that Leonard Skinner, I believe, and Foreigner are they going out on tour together?
Yes, together. That's
Let
an
me ask
interesting
you,
concept.
Who opens for who first before we get to the details?
It says Skinner up top and then Foreigner down the second part. I don't know if this is Lou Gramm Foreigner or if they got another guy.
Well, Mark,
filling in
I
for-
have some breaking news for you.
What's that?
Both of these bands who are going on tour together, Leonard Skinner and Foreigner, are doing so with less than one original member from each band. I just heard
You're kidding me.
No, there are no original members of Leonard Skinner who are alive, and there are no original
Yeah, there are.
No, there aren't.
Ricky Medlock's alive.
He ain't playing in the band.
Oh, he's not in the band anymore?
No. Are you sure Ricky Medlock's alive? I thought he died.
No, he's still alive. He was the one of the original, and then
Hold on.
the
Ricky
guitar-
Medlock, hold on, no. Ricky Medlock was not an original member of Skinner. He was 90s.
I thought he was
No, he was 90s Skinner.
I thought he played drums for Skinner.
No, Ricky Medlock plays guitar.
I know that, but he used to play drums in the original band, I believe.
No, that was Artemis Pyle.
I thought he was before Pyle. Oh, how about that? Maybe it's the other way around.
They're all dead, Mark. So there's nobody from Skinner is in Skinner, and nobody from Foreigner is touring as Foreigner. So it's essentially two cover bands that are calling themselves.
Yeah, because that's right. Because Foreigner went out on a final tour, and they went with, and Lou Gramm got back with them.
Yeah, and
to
he sang
sing.
like two songs though. He would come out and sing like two songs, and then the other guy.
Oh, that's
would sing.
it.
Yeah, because he
Oh,
can't.
okay.
He can't sing. His voice is gone.
I saw Lou Gramm about 5-6 years ago by himself.
Did he sing "I Want to
Right.
Know What Love Is" right into your eyes and into your heart and into your soul?
Yeah, he did that song. Yeah, they had
Of course he did.
They had a kids choir sing in the background.
Ugh, I can't think of anything I would rather see less.
I know that was a horrible song. I'm sorry. I mean, it's a great song, but it's not my song. I liked "Revving on a Red Line"
Yeah,
and "Star Rider."
Star
I like
Rider
the-
is a great song.
the beginning of Foreigner. Double Vision, I would tolerate some of those songs, and after that was done.
Did you know?
But did you hear you got to look at the name. Google the name of the tour, and you'll laugh.
All right, hold on here. Did you know that Mick Jones from Foreigner, he sang Star Rider? Lou Gramm did not sing Star Rider.
Yeah, Lou Gramm came out in the 80s.
No, he was in the band. He just didn't sing
I know, but
that
he didn't
song.
start singing until that song.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
that's
the
a
one.
great song.
That's
Star
the best
Rider's
song on the
great.
album. Is it on 4 or is it on the Foreigner album, the self-titled?
I think it's the Foreigner album.
I think it is too.
And that to me, that's the best song they've ever done.
Yeah, I like that song. All right, what am I looking up here? What do you want?
Google what the tour name is. It's hilarious. I thought this is what you're going to bring up.
And for
It's a Double Vision, double trouble tour, something like that.
here it is right here. Legendary classic rock bands with no original members. There's a headline right here. One day ago. All right, let's see. What the hell's the name of this? Let's just go to Reddit. Oh, here it is. The Ship of Thesis tour? What does that even mean?
No, that's not even true.
That's what it says.
They must be making fun of it.
Well, it's Reddit, so 100% chance they're making fun of it. Yes.
It's a double. What's the double song in Skinnerd? Double Trouble.
Double Vision. Double Trouble is Leonard Skinner. Double Vision
Yeah,
is
that
Foreigner.
is the Double Trouble, Double Vision tour.
Oh my God, that's the douchiest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I know.
Next to a kids choir singing "I Want to Know What Love Is." Oh my God, was it in a Catholic church? Why would you do that?
It was at a casino.
Oh,
That was
that's even
funnier.
better. Oh my God. God.
But yeah, what a name for a tour, right? Does that scream
here it
no
is.
ticket sales?
Double trouble, double vision. Oh, double not going to go to that one, man. That's
Double or nothing.
oh. I'll take nothing. I'll take nothing and like it. Wow, dude. And you're going to this, huh?
I was going to go to Skinner in 77 at the Hollywood Sportatorium. I was the year I graduated high school.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd catch them next time. And of course, as they made their tour around, as they were heading towards wherever they were heading, Baton Rouge, and they wrecked.
Yeah.
Plane crash, and then almost the whole band was gone at that point. So it's like that was the end of that. Ed King died. Yeah, almost all of them are gone.
Tickets have not gone on sale yet for the Tampa show. So I don't know how many dozens of dollars these are going to sell for. And they're playing the freaking big amphitheater.
I'm going to tell you, they're going to be spending. They're going to cost a lot to see that show.
You got to be kidding me.
It's a money grab. I'm going to tell you, it's a big money. You should see what people are charging now. I was going to go see Paul McCartney because he was here in New Orleans.
Yeah.
It was in the basketball arena, right?
Yeah.
The Smoothie King.
How much?
And upstairs rooms, the 300 section where it's way up in the air.
Yeah.
They were $500 a piece.
Okay, that may be justifiable. Do you know why, Mark? Because he was actually in the Beatles and he was in Wings.
I know, but
he was in there.
I can't do $1,000 concert. I don't really like the Beatles anyway.
Mark, he sang Ebony and Ivory. Come on. You gotta give it up. I mean, the guy's hurting for money. You gotta help him.
Yeah. No, I can't help it. He spends all his money on weed.
He probably does. Let's see. Paul McCartney.
How much does he spend a year on weed? Does it say?
I'm looking up his. What do you think he is?
Net worth?
What do you think his net worth is? Just guess. Throw me a
Well, it's
number.
not as high as it could be because they don't own I don't think he owns the rights to the Beatles music anymore.
It's pretty fucking high, Mark.
But
I'd
say, okay, let's say $2 billion.
1.3 billion.
Yeah.
1.3 billion. Why would he need to charge $300 for a ticket?
I think it's just the promoters. I think he's charging $200 and the promoters getting $300 kickback on it.
He should be charging 25 cents for a ticket because he's a billionaire.
And the weird thing was he played here in the Smoothie King, which is a gigantic basketball arena. Oh, yeah. And then he went down and played at the Hertz Arena in Estero.
This is ridiculous. First time in my life, Mark. First time today. I'm kind of in a bad place right now because I don't have any concerts coming up. I missed seeing Billy Strings in Pittsburgh because I still can't walk far. So that's
okay. Why didn't you go?
I still can't walk. My knee and my leg are still too messed up to do that amount of walking, and I don't want to ride around in a wheelchair, so that's on me.
You could get front row seats.
No, we didn't. No, we had
wait in line.
We had 300 row level seats. We had upstairs in the cheap seats.
You can't get a better seat with a wheelchair.
I mean, maybe if you bought one, but we bought those before I was in a wheelchair.
Oh, gotcha.
So I didn't go. To that. And now I have no other shows. And now one of my favorite live performers who I have seen maybe a half a dozen times is dead, who I was going to see again. 59 years old.
Who was that?
Todd Snyder.
Oh, I saw he died.
He did.
He was rather young.
He's 59 years old. He's 6 months younger than me.
What was wrong with him?
Older, 6 months older than me.
They didn't say what he died of.
So I was just reading on the internet today because it has been kind of a mystery. He died of pneumonia. But how did the guy, is 59 years old, get pneumonia? So the news is coming out today now.
Flu shot.
No. Yeah, it was a flu. It was a COVID vaccine, Mark. Can you believe it? The Republicans were right. No, he was supposed to play a gig in Salt Lake City, and he was... So... There's a lot of confusion as to what happened, especially in Salt Lake City, because apparently Salt Lake City doesn't have one police department. They have the Salt Lake City Police and they have the South Salt Lake City Police. And the place where Todd was staying was in South Salt Lake City. And I guess he got attacked or he got mugged. He got into some kind of a fight with somebody, and I guess he got hurt pretty bad. And he ended up having to go to the hospital, but there was never a police report filed. I think maybe people are speculating because maybe they called the wrong police department and they just never responded because the Salt Lake police don't work in the jurisdiction where it happened in
Right.
South Salt, and nobody thought to call it the South Salt Lake because they're not from there. How would they know that?
No.
I literally just learned that, and I had no idea either. So I guess he was in the hospital, and he still wasn't feeling great. Went back home to Nashville, and was just feeling worse and worse, and finally went to the hospital, and they said, Todd, you got what they call the walking pneumonia. We have to admit you immediately. And once you get pneumonia, it's iffy. And pneumonia is a little more serious than people think. He literally died of pneumonia.
Wow.
That people are saying was related to the attack or the fight or whatever happened to him in Salt Lake City. But again, the details are kind of murky. It's kind of strange.
Oh, that's so weird. And yeah, definitely. It probably lowered his resistance, and then he probably picked it up from being in the hospital.
I mean, no, he walked into the hospital with pneumonia, and once you have pneumonia, it's that's a difficult thing to treat. Time is about the only thing that helps you with pneumonia, and the hospital can only do so much to kind of keep you going. But I don't know.
I didn't think pneumonia would take you out under 60. I figured over
Sure
70
did.
you're on. You get pneumonia when you're over 70. Forget it. Almost forget it.
No, I mean he had a whole tour he was doing, and I was excited to see him again. I hadn't seen him since before the pandemic. Last time I saw him, he was a little tired sounding, but he still put on it was a really fun show. It was still fun. He was just a really fun guy to go see live. He has so many great songs, and I've been sitting around for the last 4 days listening to Todd Snyder songs and getting sad. Very sad. I added one to I have a train playlist. Do you know about my train playlist? Would you like to hear some of
The
this?
only thing I know by train is that I like.
No. I have a song about trains, not the stupid band Train.
Oh, okay. I
Train
I mean,
songs.
he's got a great voice, but their songs are
No,
not good to me.
No, they're terrible. No, my train playlist. There's Guy Clark and the Texas 1947. Do you know that song? You don't know that song, do you?
No.
No. Todd Snyder has a song in there called Railroad Lady, which is a song that was written by Jimmy Buffett and, God, I forget who it was. Jerry Jeff Walker. Jerry Jeff Walker and Jimmy Buffett wrote that song together. Carl Rutherford is an old West Virginia folk singer. You know him? Nope. In the Pines is one of his songs that's about trains. Leonard Skinner has a train song. Do you know what the train song from the actual Leonard Skinner before they were all died and went on tour is?
No, I know of a Blackfoot train song.
Nope. that is in here, but no, Leonard Skinner had a train song called Railroad Song.
No, never heard of that.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. It's on Nothing Fancy. Fish has a song, Back on the Train. Little Feat, Little Feat's best train song. 2 Trains.
No.
From Dixie Chicken, 2 Trains. There's 2 trains running on that line. How did you get this far in life?
I don't know. Only thing I know is Dixie Chicken.
So you just know the radio hits. You've been hanging around all the consultants a little too much. Let's play the best tested 187 records, and that's it. And at least 10 of them have to be Bryan Adams. I would do anything for love. Was it all right? Since 30 years have passed, can you tell me now if I was wrong for dropping all the Bryan Adams songs when they would come up on the log on our morning show? Should I not have done that? Was he a bona fide rock radio artist?
Well, I mean, what you would say, is like Summer '69 pop hit. Mm-hmm. Run to You pop hit. Mm-hmm. Cuts Like a Knife was a pretty good rock song.
Yeah, that's not bad.
MTV, but it was an MTV thing, and then that was everything else. No, and then everything else was all the ballads and
that.
No, I think
what was that?
I think
song?
he was a pop guy more than anything else.
What was that song that was on the Robin Hood soundtrack? What was that?
Everything I Do.
Yes,
I Do for You.
I'm sitting there thinking I would do.
We played that
for
song
love.
on top. We did that. We played that on the pop.
Yeah,
station.
but we played all that crap on the rock station, and anytime that would come up on the log, I would be like, nope, not playing that.
Although when I seen him in the 1980s, late 1980s, I think it was, or maybe mid 1980s, whenever Frontiers came out, it was a Frontiers tour with Journey, but Bryan Adams opened. I think it was Brian. Yeah, Brian
Wow.
Adams was first.
So there
And
is a
he was
show.
actually pretty
Huh.
good.
So hold on, there is a show that I want to see less than Foreigner and Leonard Skinner, and that's Brian Adams and Journey. I would want to see that less.
Well,
Yeah.
no, where do you hear this lineup for this? This was at the Miami Baseball Stadium. It opened. It was Brian Adams, followed by Sammy Hagar and the Red Rockers.
I would see that.
and then came who was it?
Don't hurt your brain.
Aerosmith.
I would say I have seen that.
That was during. I think it was either Rocks or Draw the Line.
I think you and I
think it might
saw
have been Draw the Line.
You and I saw Aerosmith, didn't we? During
Yeah,
yeah,
in the Coca-Cola Amphitheater.
yeah.
And then Journey. So it was actually a pretty good show. Four bands.
Did we meet Aerosmith? Because I know I met Aerosmith at the Rock and Roller Coaster in Orlando, but did we get to go backstage at the amphitheater in Atlanta? I don't remember.
No, they didn't. I don't think they were doing that. And I think you could have gone back to see Cheap Trick, but we'd seen Cheap Trick so many times. We met Cheap Trick so many times.
Yeah, Robin Zander actually lives here in Florida.
Yeah, I love him. He's a good
is.
dude, man.
He
He
is.
is such a good dude.
He's very
Rick
nice.
Nielsen's kind of weird, but then again, he just looks weird.
I forgot about that. We were like, "Don't you guys want to go back and meet Cheap Trick?" And we're like, "No, we have."
The funniest guy I ever met backstage was it was right after the flood, and I went to go see Meatloaf
Oh yeah,
at the Coca-Cola Amphitheater.
Yeah.
And I went back there and I took a picture with him, and he said something about anyway. He knew about the flood and about the water being out and all that stuff and whatever. He had some kind of joke where he just kind of said it like a smart aleck.
Yeah.
He was from New York, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
He definitely had that big city wise guy.
Yeah.
Like smart ass.
Yeah.
And it was just so funny because it was something about like did you get a bath or whatever? You know, I mean, did you take a bath first?
Did you take a bath?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Did you?
It was funny. Whatever he said, it was fun. Made me laugh. It's like, man, oh man.
Did you
Too soon.
Did you wait until Saturday night of the flood to take a bath? Something like that. Yeah.
I said it was too soon for a flood joke. Not for somebody from up north.
Not for Meatloaf. He doesn't care. I don't think I was not with you, was I? I don't remember seeing Meatloaf.
No, I know because I was with my ex, and it was just we went up there. I don't think you went
No.
because I don't think you wanted to go see him. I forgot who opened for him.
Yeah, and I think I probably would have skipped that.
But I'd never seen Meatloaf, and I wanted to see him because I've seen him on TV a zillion times, like Don Kirshner and all that. And he always looked like he puts on a good stage show.
I saw him in the 80s, and I remember him being good, but I know like 3 of his songs. That was like,
Yeah.
that was probably back in those days. Like, all right, he's got like 3 songs. I'm just not going to go. I'm just not going to. Now I feel bad. Now I can't see Meatloaf again. Because, although I understand that Meatloaf is touring with Meatloaf not in the band.
That'll be next.
Yeah.
They're just getting us ready for hologram.
Right. Meatloaf is touring with Pot Roast, and that'll be.
Have you been to a hologram concert yet?
I have not. I've not ever seen one of those crazy holograms like you see on TV.
All right, well, let's take a quick break, and I'm going to tell you about my hologram experience.
You had. Please tell me it wasn't Jesus.
No.
Okay.
No.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
I heard about these holograms, and I was
Well, we've
kind of
all heard
excited
about.
it.
So Tupac went out on tour as a hologram, right? That actually happened.
I think so.
That was in the
Yes,
news. Like
I think
yeah,
that was true.
years ago, though.
Yeah, that was when they first started coming out with the technology, and they've always talked about this. And one of the things that they were trying to do, I remember, is they were trying to get the Jackson family to agree to do a Michael Jackson after he passed hologram, because they thought that this is a boatload of money show there.
Yeah, sure.
For that. But they said no because the technology wasn't quite there. Now, I did not see any of the things.
Well, what are they waiting for? Are they waiting for the technology to get so good that the hologram looks for little kids and says, "Hey, do you want to come backstage?" Is that what they're waiting for?
Probably.
Ugh.
Allegedly. But
Possibly.
Yeah. But yeah, so I get a call at the radio station that there's a band coming through town. And they have a couple of other guys, so I can't remember who these guys are, but they were big singers from the late 80s, early 90s hair metal. bands.
Yeah. Like what? Like
Okay, these
like
are-
Trickster and Extreme.
Bigger than those, but like names that you would know. I can't remember even who the guys' names were, but they were coming with this band, and it was this another singer's band, and they were going to do some of the songs, but there was going to be a hologram portion of the show. So I said, "Oh, this is interesting." So it's Dio.
Oh, I do remember the Dio hologram show. You didn't see that, did you?
Yes, I
You
did,
son of a bitch. Oh,
and I seen it. Guess where I saw it?
I don't know.
Beaumont,
In
Texas.
Beaumont, Texas, wherever that is.
Beaumont. It's between where I used to live and
Houston.
Houston, yeah.
Okay.
Right on the I-10.
Yeah.
And it was a little old theater that's been around since the early 1900s, and it was actually the guys that were in this band, and I've seen their names in many places before. They're like hired gun singers. They got great voices, but they had the audio of Ronnie James playing and the band playing, and then this thing popped out, and all the things he used to like to do, like where he's doing this with the devil horns or whatever he was calling them, and putting them out in the crowd and all that. It did all the things, but it repeated itself over and over and over again.
So they didn't
So I
have
was
a
kinda
whole lot of
disappointed by
animation
it.
to pick from. It was
No.
Yeah.
And I loved Ronnie James Dio's
yeah.
singing, man. I loved his voice. He had a great voice.
I wasn't even
and-
mad when he was in Black
was
Sabbath.
fun.
When he was in Black Sabbath, that was great. I wasn't even mad that he replaced Ozzy in Black. So I'm looking here on the internet, and I see a story here that there was a lot of technical problems with that project. And
Okay, that would make sense then.
yeah, it cost them over $2 million to make that hologram, and it says says the problem with the hologram, and it's great, and I won't say never again, but it costs so much money to do that you can only go into certain venues because of the height and the size of the machine, and it's way too expensive to move it. So that's why they couldn't go to Brazil or Japan or to Europe, because it's too big and too expensive and too delicate to move. So that explains probably why they played Beaumont, Texas. Because
Yeah, I guess they were going down the line and just trying to make as
Yeah.
much money as they could. Does it say who sang with them? Who was in the
No,
band? That was
no.
original Dio band, and there was two singers.
No, I don't see any of that. They're just talking about the confusion with, or about the mess it was touring with all that fragile ass equipment.
Yeah, I wasn't. Honestly, goodness, I was not that impressed with the thing. It was neat looking at it, and I'll have to. I wonder if
Why
it's-
haven't they
I
done
bet you
this in the Vegas Sphere? That's what I want to know.
Well, they could.
Oh, imagine that. Imagine being a little fucked up in the Vegas Sphere. And you see Ronnie James Dio's small, and then he starts getting bigger and bigger, and then he's 40 feet tall.
Is Dio? You think Dio's big enough to go in the sphere? Because right now they're only using like really big bands.
I mean, for a hologram?
The Eagles, U2.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, would they?
Maybe for a hologram? Hey, dude, Fish played in the frickin' Sphere. They're not, although Fish sells that everywhere they go.
Yeah, they can sell tickets. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You got to sell tickets.
I
Because I was really surprised that there wasn't. Well, of course, Beaumont's really famous for country.
I mean, if they did
I mean, they're
a week,
rocking.
if they did a week of the Dio hologram at the Sphere, I think people would go. I would go. I would probably go to that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun. And I mean, there's a lot of rock comes out of Texas, but they're not really very supportive of it. They're more supportive of their country stuff.
Reddit here thinks that actual Dio would be pissed by being replaced by a hologram.
Well, his wife's the one that signed off on it.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, that's probably why I'd be pissed.
But yeah, I think he probably would have wanted to just let the legend die out. But
Everybody on Reddit is saying that it's a bit disrespectful. So maybe people wouldn't go see it. I don't know. I would be interested.
Yeah.
Maybe this is from like 7 years ago. Maybe times have changed enough to where we're a little more accepting of that kind of thing with the advent of AI, that a hologram doesn't seem that crazy anymore.
well, I heard that Jimi Hendrix estate is like wanting to do something like that.
Yeah,
I mean, he's still. I don't know if you knew this, but Jimmy still puts out albums about every other year. So.
Oh yeah. His family needs money apparently.
They keep putting out there's like tons of recordings that he must have done. Either that or they're just repeating it over and over again. But the last one I got was before he was dead already, and I got Crash Landings.
So, what do you think Jimi Hendrix's what his estate is currently worth, thanks to ongoing album sales, streaming revenue, and everything else? What do you think Jimi
Let's say
Hendrix?
100 million.
175 million.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's his dad runs it, everything, or maybe not because
his father Al Hendrix inherited the estate and later passed it on to Janie Hendrix, who continues to control it today. Despite efforts by Leon Hendrix to claim a share of the fortune, the courts have consistently ruled in Janie's favor. I don't know who the hell's Janie.
You think he had some illegitimate kids out there?
I don't know. Could be.
I'm sure.
Could be his sister. Let's see. I mean, I would go see a Jimi Hendrix hologram immediately. Janie is the president and CEO, and she's Jimmy's younger sister.
Okay, so he has passed it down to this. Kin.
Well, the dad passed it down to her.
Yeah.
Huh. She's not his sister.
I would say,
they shared no common blood. Jimmy's father remarried and adopted Janie as his own. Jimmy's father, Joe, named her to take over the estate. Interesting. How have we not gotten a movie about this? Everybody's got a movie now except for Blondie and Jimi Hendrix.
Well, Jimi Hendrix did have a movie, don't you remember? The guy from Outkast played the part.
No.
Andre 3000 played.
No one saw that.
I tried to watch it. It's not watchable.
That's why I said no, because I watched some of it. And no, there's no movie about Jimi Hendrix, Mark. I don't know what you're talking about, Outkast.
That's true.
That never happened.
Just like I never thought the Val Kilmer version of Morrison was any good either.
Oh, I thought that movie was good. I liked that movie.
Did you?
Yes.
But I did like the movie that they made of what's her name there, the Texas girl.
Who?
What was the name of that? Janis Joplin.
They made
that was pretty good.
I didn't see a Janis Joplin movie.
Yeah, they have a Janis Joplin movie.
All right,
she looked a lot like her too.
Look at you seeing things I haven't seen. What's going on in the world? Mark has seen something I haven't seen. Write this down. November 20th. Mark has seen something I haven't seen. Wow. We should end the show.
I always try to watch the movies about the artists and stuff, or the ones that try. But I really, that Andre 3000, I know he was a big to-do, and I know what was the name of that band? Outkast?
Sure.
Great rap band.
I don't know.
They're a really good rap band. They wrote really good, interesting music, and
I have so many people in my life talk about this stuff. Like, hey, you've heard of this, and I'm like, no, I haven't heard of that. Oh, come on, they're very famous. They have 100 million views on it. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking. You have to know this. I'm like, no, I don't know. Like Sabrina Carpenter hosted Saturday Night Live, I don't know, last month or a couple of months ago, and I have never heard of her. So I had to Google her. She's apparently very famous.
Do you know why? I know Sabrina Carpenter's name?
Why?
Because she was on a TV show on Disney.
I thought you were going to say because Jesus was a carpenter. That's why. That's what you were going to say.
Yeah, definitely not the same. That was between those two, but it was. She was on a TV show on Disney as a child actor that my grandson and my godson used to watch.
What show was she on?
I can't remember. It had to do with like having an au pair, and the family was rich, but you never seen the family. You only seen the au pair.
It was Disney Channel. It was Girl Meets World. Is
that what she was on?
Yeah, she was on Girl Meets World. She was Maya Hart, and from 2014 to 2017. See, I didn't watch that because my daughter my daughter was too old to watch that shit by then, so I didn't see.
Oh, then I might have her. You know what? That's the only one she was on.
She was in the Adventures in Babysitting remake, I guess, which I did not see.
No, well then I don't know who she is. Then I thought it was somebody else. I thought it was a girl from. I can't remember the name of the show was, but it was a redheaded girl that was trying to become an actress and was an au pair.
No, I just see Girl Meets World. I see that she did some voices in Phineas and Ferb, which is one of the greatest shows in the history of animation. Phineas and Ferb, Mark, pure genius. No. You should watch Phineas and Ferb. It's hilarious. Me and Danny used to watch that when she was a kid. I think I liked it more than she did. It was fantastic. We both loved it. It was great. I didn't know who she was, but apparently she's very famous.
No.
And
she's a singer. I know that. She does pop music.
She hosted Saturday Night Live, and when I turn on Saturday, I'm like, who the hell is Sabrina? How old am I to not know who this is? And that's when I have to...
Remember when they used to have really good bands on there?
Foo Fighters were on last year, or a couple of years ago.
Saturday Night Live used to have some of the best music.
Yeah, they've always been hot and cold for music, though. But if you have Peacock now, it's great because you just watch it like on Sunday night or Monday morning, and you can just fast forward through all the music and get straight to the news with Colin and Shay.
So I don't like... I never liked them too. I love them. Who was the guy that used to do it before? He used to say, "Shut up, Jane, you ignorant slut."
Yeah, that was in the 70s, and I think
that's the last time I seen one.
That was probably Chevy Chase in 1976 on the first season.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was 50 years ago. You old man. How old are you? Oh my God! What were you, 30 watching that show? You had the weekend off, and you and your wife and 3 kids. The kids are in bed. I'm gonna have some.
No, I graduated high school in 1977, so I didn't have 3 kids. I didn't go to school in West Virginia.
All right, so you were 17 and watching that. You know what? Let's not get math involved here. It's just gonna depress you.
Stop mathing around.
Yeah, I'm sure that was funny in 1977. Unlike today's show, we should end it there on your stop.
Yeah, we ought to.
Joke. Yeah, today you get the last joke, if that's what that was. Congratulations. Have a nice week, Mark.
You too.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah. The day after. No, happy Thanksgiving.
It's next week, Grandpa.
I know, but we're taking off next week.
Okay. Are we really?
Yes.
Oh, so
we're off next week.
Well, be sure and listen for our rerun next week here at the same time and same channel that you probably didn't hear because you just started listening. If your name is my sister or Chris or Mark or your son, and I can't think of who else might be listening to this other than those. Although I was told we had a commercial on this week. On our most recent
that's
show.
good. The money can start coming back for Christmas.
I don't think you're going to like the kind of money it's going to be.
What did they put on it? Do we want to know?
It was a Spanish commercial, so I assume it's pesos. And pesos are not worth shit.
No.
But prepare yourself. Pesos coming your way.
I can't get rid of Spanish people no matter how hard I try.
No, you can't. I can't get rid of my ex.
Around me.
I can't get rid of my ex either. Going to the same concerts as you.
Not together though.
Yeah, let's make sure that everyone knows that. Thank you, Mark. Happy
That's for her. That's for her behalf anyway. Not
happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you get to take an extra nap because I know that's what you old people do is you nap. Don't sleep through football. The Steelers are playing on Thanksgiving.
Erica and Mark.
Oh gosh.
All right, I think we're done there.
The phone call.